In this video, I'm going to show you how to do cat and cow pose. Welcome to my channel, Yoga with May. I'm May. Let's get to our mats. I hope you're ready for a cozy yoga session learning about cat and cow. I have a blanket here in front of me. For people with sensitive knees, you can either fold your mat, double or triple, depending on how much cushioning you want. If the floor is really hard and if your mat is really thin, you will want to double your mat. Unless your knees are fine and you can manage the pressure, you can just leave your mat as it is. If you do not want to fold your mat, you can also use a blanket. Some people that have come out of surgery, their knees might be even more sensitive. You can just make a nice cushion under your knees, and that feels quite cozy. So we're going to come onto all fours. You're going to come onto your hands and your knees. The wind is howling outside. It's super stormy, and I'm glad I'm inside with you guys doing yoga. So we're going to find our alignment in our hands and our knees. We're looking for alignment of the hips over the knees, and we're looking for alignment of the shoulder over the wrist. And then I'm going to lead with my index fingers. So my index fingers are going to be at the floor, and then I'm going to spread my hands from there. So not to make an internal rotation, but rather point the fingers up or out. So finding my alignment, shifting gently into my cat and cow or my tabletop position beforehand. So I'm going to extend my head and lengthen my neck in that direction, and I'm going to lengthen my tailbone away from my head in that direction. So I'm trying to really create some traction in the spine, trying to create length, a nice flat, long back, and then we'll begin once we've settled into our 4-point base. You can have your toes tucked under. Alternatively, you can lay the tops of your feet down. So we're going to prepare for moving into cow position first. So you're going to drop the belly down, and you need to rotate the hips. So the hips are the initiator of the movement. So you're going to lift your hip bones up. Oh, here comes our friend. Hello, friend. Okay. Sit. He's going to show us how to do downward facing dog next. Hello, boy. Sit. Okay, let's continue. So we're going to lift the hips, drop the belly down, and we're going to bring the chest down and forward. That's Oreo. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards your hips and gently look up towards the ceiling 45 degrees. Squeezing the shoulder blades towards the hips and the hips towards the shoulder blades. This is cow pose. And then we're going to slowly tuck the hips under. You're going to round your lower back towards the ceiling. You're going to round your upper back towards the ceiling, and you're going to press into your hands, and you're gently going to look between your hands, down between your legs or at your belly button. Pressing into the floor, rounding into that cat shape. If you think of a cat stretching, you need to press the middle thoracic spine up towards the ceiling, press away from the floor. And you can feel here how all the breath is expelled out of your belly. And then the movement is going to begin from your hips, so your neck looks last up. You're going to lift the hips up, allow the belly to sink down towards the floor, allow the lower back to melt downward, allow your chest to move forward and up. Take a deep breath in here. And as you round from the lower back, middle back, upper back, pressing into your hands, you can exhale here. We'll keep moving. Belly draws down, hips draw high, chest moves forward and up. This is a great pose to nourish the spine, creating a lot of flexion and extension along the spine, helps you to understand how the body is feeling, where the tightness in the body is being held, maybe by the shoulders or the lower back. This is great for releasing the lower back after sitting for a long time. And it's also great to for the adrenal glands. So if you are in a high cortisol state and you've been very anxious, this is actually massaging the area where those glands sit that release cortisol and adrenaline. So you are basically breathing with movement, helps to calm the nervous system. And then your body switches off those alarms and you're able to relax. Rounding into the lower back, press into your hands, look between your legs, exhale. And we can start with an affirmation here. Breathing in, I inhale possibility into my life. Breathe it in, and I exhale, round your back. I exhale what no longer serves me. I'm going to do that again. That's so worth it. I inhale possibility into my life. Breathe it in, and I exhale what no longer serves me. So you can do anything from 4 to 10 rounds of cat and cow. And today I have Oreo here. I know it's a cat pose. He kind of loves cats and mice. So anything from 4 to 10 rounds of cat and cow. It's really good for the shoulders, squeezing into the shoulders, opening up the chest. It helps to counter bad posture. And it's one of my favorite poses to start any movement. So it's a really nurturing, nourishing pose, easy to do. So when you start your yoga practice, it's one of the first things that I like to do is warm up my spine and connect to myself, flexing, extending. It just feels so good in the body. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you will enjoy doing cat and cow too. My next video is downward facing dog, so please join me for that. And I hope Oreo will also join me for that. And please like, share, and subscribe, and see you in the next video.